I didn't record an I didn't record an intro. I also didn't record an intro to my video. So this is a quick little intro. So this video has also been done for ages, but my ADHD ass just hasn't done it properly yet. It's all been cut up, ready, spaced out, so I know where I need to put little clips in. Just not done it, basically. There's no excuse other than I'm ADHD. It's just a little video of Patch. I will do a properly in-depth one at some point and actually show you him as a horse and explain what I know about him and stuff like that. But he's coming up 4 basically, and he is slightly behind in things because I only bought him September. Yeah, I think it was the end of September or end of October, like one of those. I think it's September. But I bought him then, so we're catching up, and now this year is where we're fully gonna go into catching him up and getting him where he should be, and hopefully backing him and everything like that. So we'll see how that goes. I will explain that all in another video though. But in this video, it's just simple. It's just me seeing how he reacts to like a bag and stuff like that, mucking him out and stuff, which has also changed already because everything's always changing when you've got a youngster. I'll show you feeds as well and what they're currently on. They are still on the same feeds, so that's all good. And them, I mean Patch and Jack. And then at the end is his first ever trot up, which was basically me trying to drag him down the thing, turn him around and then get him going. But it was his first ever trot up, so if that doesn't prove what stage we're at right now, I don't know what does. But yeah, just a little quick patchy video. He's also now got a passport name, so everything's getting there now, so it's all good. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. Let's just see how you react. Right, I'll take my gloves off so I can actually open this. Good boy. Ready? That's good now. Good boy. Oh, come here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You go back into that, then back into that. And leave that on the floor. Oh, dragon noises! Dragon noises! Good boy! Good boy! Oh, sorry, tapped it at you. Didn't mean to do that. Well, you can care less about the shavings, it's just the bag, isn't it? Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, yummy. Good boy. Well done. Very happy. Oh, kisses. He's such a licky boy. Good boy. So check it out quick, Ryan. Good boy. Okay, you both minutes. Ready? Good boy. Yeah. scary. Come on in. Come on in. Nice. Oh, kitty kiss. Don't eat my hand. Should go out. It is freezing this morning. So cold. Actually, it's not freezing. That was a bit dramatic. It's been colder. But they're out, and now we go get Muck out and everything. You know what? His stable's not too bad. You can see he lays down on his bank. So what he does, he digs it out and then lays his head here. It's quite sweet. He normally lays this side as well, but I don't. He did a little bit actually. Yeah, there. Yeah. It's so fucking cold. I look a mess. Yeah, not too bad. So this isn't actually thin, but it looks thin on camera. Like my boot, it's like double my boot, which is fine. But yeah, staples were done. It wasn't too bad. I went through all of it and chucked it out the back and then pulled it all back down. Made it all nice. So his bedding is actually 3 types of bedding together, and I will put a clip in of me explaining here. Okay, so quick explanation of his bedding right now. So his bedding it's got pellets underneath, which he was just on pellets and nothing else. And that did work for a while, but then over the winter he got extremely wet. Like, the pellets weren't doing what they should be able to do because he was just so wet and he goes in the same spot. So I had to improvise. We've now got a hardcore base. It's pellets, that's deep litter. So we've got a deep litter base. And then on top of that we have shavings, as in bottom and banks. Jack normally has one at the back and one at the side there because of the shape of his stable, and Patch has them either side because if he has them at the back he destroys them. The side ones he lays on as pillows, that back one gets destroyed. He buries his shit in it and everything. Like, it's awful. So he doesn't get a back one, he just gets side ones. But then on top of that we also mix in paper, so like shredded paper, just any normal shredded paper. And we found during their really wet moments, if we do that, so we don't do it all the time, it's only when they're having a really wet moment. So if it's been raining lots and stuff like that, we throw in some paper. And it just helps, it not only puffs the bed up, it also just helps get rid of some of that without getting rid of too much expensive bedding, basically. But yeah, that's it. Deep litter bed, shavings on the bottom and the sides, and we put paper in when we need to. Not long shredded, do the cross, whatever it is, the cross shredded ones. And it just helps your bedding last longer, basically. So if you have a very wet horse, I recommend it. Yeah, nice and simple. I highly recommend. I also just highly recommend pellets. They're just really expensive right now, but I highly recommend pellets. They're wonderful. And shavings because they're comfy and cozy, and shredded paper if you need to. Nice and easy. Done. He has to have his water brimmed because he drinks so much some nights. Like, he'll like drain a whole bucket, but he doesn't need more than that at the same time, so he's fine with that, but it has to be brimmed. And he's got his bull back, and this bull's very special because it actually belonged to my other horse Jack, and before that it was Jack's best friend's, and before that it was his Edward's, Jack's old best friend. it was his sister's. So it's been passed down a lot, and Patch is the only one who actually plays with it. So okay, so here we are. These are the feeds that I thought to quickly run through. Purple's Patch, I need to find more. This is Alpha A Light. They get a scoop between 2 feeds every day, and they love it. It's great for them. Turmeric, they get a scoop in each feed, so that's twice a day they get that. It's anti-inflammatory, helps with joints, and helps Patch with his itchy skin. It also stains, and I like to throw it over myself, so you know, that's great. Then there's garlic. Garlic is great again. We use it a lot during the summer. They do have breaks from it a couple of times a year because we're not bothered about it too much. It just does the same thing, anti-inflammatory, helps with some allergies and stuff. But yeah, good histamine. They only have once a day, so they only get this normally in the morning or the night, whatever really. It's mainly for joints, and it's also good for eyes, which brings me on to echinacea, which is just for Patch. He gets 2 scoops of this a day. This is good for immunity and stuff, but it's also just great for his eyes. So he has an eye problem, and it gets really red basically, and he can't see properly. When I first got him, he couldn't see out of his eye very well. I realised that quickly, got him onto this, and it's cleared right up, and he can see a lot better now. This is just linseed. We don't really use it. It's got omega-3 and 6 fatty acids, and they help the skin and coat and things like that. And we literally chuck like 4 in there, like there's no reason for it. Yeah, give it a mix. Realised I forgot the nuts. They're on nuts only during the winter and like just colder times. It just gives them a bit of something to crunch on. Patch gets more carrots than Jack, just because Jack only normally has like 1 a day. We don't want him on too much, so whereas Patch, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, I like to put Patches up here because why not? It's just I get worried someone's going to miss it, so I always put it up higher so that they can see it. I'm like, here is his breakfast, by the way. Please feed my pony. And yeah, that's it. Feed, bed, water, hay, everything. That's his little jolly ball that he likes to play with. Yeah. So yeah, that's their feeds that I just went over with you. And this next bit is what I mentioned earlier, is Patch doing his first trot up. Video will probably end after that, so I hope you enjoyed this little chilled video about Patch. I ran through it really quickly. At some point I'll do a more in-depth one. Like there's more of the supplements that I'm more interested in, and if anybody's interested about his eyes and stuff like that, I'm more than happy to talk about that. And the reason we have a lot of joint supplements is because of Jack. He's turning 18, he is a veteran, and he has got leg issues, so they're on that, and we just put Patch on it just to keep him good, you know. He's good for him still, and a lot of them are still good in other ways as well, so I'm happy to go more into depth about that on another time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy me attempting to trot up my pony. It's not very good. He tries though, and he does have a pretty trot.
If he will, I don't know if he will.
Molly. He's never trotted up. He's never trotted up. Come on, Patch. Come on. Good boy. Lovely. Well done. There's a good baby.